Sat in the shadow of a ponderosa pine with a